what John Holmes feels like. Huh, Dirk Diggler? Give him a hose! Let him out! Shin deep. Shin deep, baby. There you go. Now you start to get jiggy with it. All right. It doesn't matter what call you hand me. It's always going to sound the same. But you can't handle the truth. Oh, and we're live. Live CBI, still alive. Diesel fuel. Every day. I know it's not full. Like the other day I came in and got 3 tanks. And they said, we don't want to see you till tomorrow. I said, I don't want to see you either. But every time we fill up here, it's going to be about $300. So that's what we do. It costs a lot of money to feed these ducks. So we're going to go down to the Riverbank on the Mighty Miosho. We got a tractor pumping, doing about 4,000 gallons a minute. And we hope it's still pumping. If a hose comes off, you're going to show up to a hell of a sight. Meaning it might eat the riverbank away. I've had 2 tractors in the river before. We tie chains and cables onto a tree for a reason. It's not just because we like to work. When the radio station's the cow, you know you're in the country. Come on, let's take a trip now down memory lane. This is called the Strauss Place. I've owned this son of a bitch for a long time. Bought this property for $800 an acre with my cousin Jamie. And then when he retired, I gave him $1,200 an acre, so time and a half is money. And he was appreciative of that. But treat people how you want to be treated, and you'll find life's a lot easier that way. Let's take a tour. Okay, come around here. If you want to know why my back hurts so bad, it's that right there. I'm going to untuck my shirt so I don't look so fat. Been losing weight. I'll tell you what, getting fired up now. Fired up. Here we go. Oh, a little leak. Don't worry about that little leak. Got boots on. Yep, got these shins. We're wearing these shins. They're water impervious. See right there? We're doing about 4,000 gallons a minute, son. Come on over here. Welcome to my house. Sushi, my house. Okay, we got a great guest. One of my best friends showing up today. We're going to have his birthday party. And you're going to get to see where Sushi, my house. Boom, baby. Burn it down. You're going to get to see where all that shit comes from. If you know, you know. Come on. Oh, God, man. When you see the scum on the water like that, son, look here. It's fixing to get good. This is a beautiful, beautiful place. Real flooded timber. And we're flooding it right now. Got the coming in. I've got some brush piles. I try to put my brush piles away from any good tree, stack them around an elm or something. And then sometimes it's better not to burn them. See, look out here. That brush pile actually will provide food and shelter for ducks. It also provides habitat for the eastern spotted skunk. The eastern spotted skunk is on the endangered species list. And we come out here to build this, and when you build this, you got to talk to to get your permits for your structure permits and your water permits in the state of Kansas. You got to make sure there's no dead bodies buried out there, historical society, all kinds of bullshit. And then you get into the EPA and all this. So they showed up and they said, well, sir, the eastern spotted skunk lives in the timber. And I said, well, where's he nest? Well, he likes to nest in holes and in brush piles. I said, well, hell, that'll work out good. They said, well, I don't know if you can have a duck lake here because it could be an eastern spotted skunk in here somewhere. I said, well, how about this? When it flooded one time, I was out here, and I trust you, they didn't drown. All the skunks and the squirrels and the snakes were up in the trees, okay? Or as the water come up, they went up the hill. So what we have here is a eastern spotted skunk protected brush pile. Isn't that something? Okay, this is where Mr. Trump talks about red tape, bureaucracy, and bullshit. Okay? So, I don't want to hear it. It's time for America to get back to what made America great again. Okay? And it wasn't a bunch of rainbow warriors dancing through the tulips. Okay? Now I know what John Holmes feels like. Dirt Diggler. Man, I tell you what. Best stand of native grass when... Look at your lens. I hope that don't fuck you. You got anything a little better here? Sushi My House, live CBI. We pump this cell first. And this is actually, this piece of property is in WRP, that one's not. But WRP without water is not very good. And I know drought plays a role. Listen, I've read a lot of biology stuff. I actually wanted to be a biologist, so I know all the bullshit. But anyway, one thing that really excites me about this place, not just the wonderful, I mean, we've got a lot going on out here with the Biden, the volunteer Chihuahua millet that came back. I've lined that whole site over there with trees, swamp oaks and cypress that Drake and I planted last year, and man, they're spot on. But this native grass stand, look down this berm. I know there's some Cerisa lespedeza, and this is no good shit, but I'm telling you what, when I was a kid, we never even had it. It's on the noxious weed deal, but there's no fighting it. All the tulip dancers, they can preach about it what you want, but there's no fighting it. It's going to happen where it's going to happen. This is the best native grass stand I've ever gotten in my life in 1 year. This is big blue, buffalo grass, and I tell you what, them side oats, the side oats is what impressed me. That particular species came up as good as like ryegrass or fescue, side oats. It was just awesome. This is a 5 or 7 way mix. You got eastern gamma grass, big blue, little blue, Indian grass, buffalo grass, and side oats. This is what this whole country used to look like. You would have fires come across. Now here in the bottomlands, the rivers, especially on the island, created the fire barrier. And so the natural vegetation like on the island and in these bottomlands is your hardwoods. But most of Kansas had fire ran through it, and that really fed the buffaloes, and it come from dry lightning, and also like you'll find on the eastern slopes of cliffs in Kansas, those eastern cedars, they're no good. They're kind of like a Cerisa lespedeza that can basically put a toxin in the ground. But this is a natural setup, and so you're going to have all your bobwhite quail and your rabbits and your deer bedding down. I mean, they're going to love this. Let's go shut this pump down, grease it up, fill it up, and fire that baby back up. We still got to pump some more water out here. Live CBI, eastern spotted skunk habitat. And you can see it's got so much foliage, guys. When you do a brush pile out in the timber, you can burn it and you can damage, like if I was to light that a fire, it's going to scorch the hell out of that pin oak. Just let it melt down. There's going to be bugs. There's all kinds of animals that are living in there. Some good, some bad. Some do, some won't, some will. You know. Start falling down the pipe, come toward me. Lewis and Clark. impersonation. Live CBI, okay. The boys ain't gonna wanna hear this, but we're gonna readjust this. There's only supposed to be 15 degrees or less. And that's warm to the touch. That U-joint's gonna need replaced. And then if you look up here, you can see that telltale mark where that has moved. I need to get a vent put in this system so that when I shut it off, it'll let it vent back. I'm gonna take that off. We're gonna pull the pump out of the water. The rivers came up. We'll pull the pump out of the water a little bit, and that'll drop this down, straighten that up so it's not using that U-joint so much. And we'll get that hose back on here better and out away from that tire. Always something. Growing up on the farm, there was a lot of things my dad and grandfather and Uncle Ray, everybody taught me, and my brothers, but one thing for sure is things don't fix themselves. If you're running the combine, pumping water, and you see something starting to get a little bit out of line or you hear a different noise, you don't want to take the lazy route. Laziness will kick you in the ass every time. You want to stop, diagnose it, find out what's going wrong. If it's no big deal, go on. But if it is something that needs fixed, the sooner you fix it, the easier it will be to fix and the less it's going to cost you. Not just money, but headache. Because Dad always said, problems don't fix themselves. I ran her dry yesterday and she lost prime, so you loosen that filter up a little bit and turn her on. Kind of like a good woman, it sprayed me just to let it know it loved me. Boy, that gets mama. My beautiful wife Janice, I don't know if she's got the stomach to watch all this shit. Bless her heart, she's got to understand that. Got to have a little fun out here. And it's called redneck fun, so you may not understand. We're gonna fix this son of a bitch. Drake's gonna show up and say, I can see it now, guys. Drake's gonna show up and he's like, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, I gotta fix this down here to make it work better. It was working fine, Dad. No, son, it wasn't. But so anyway, I'm the old dumb son of a bitch, and now Drake's not a know-it-all, don't get me wrong. But he's really good at some things and I'm really not good at some things, so we complement each other. This is what I call my Murphy strap. Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong will go wrong, especially when you're pumping water unattended. My good buddy Frank Murphy out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, he makes the Murphy switch, and he's a hell of a good guy. He's a partying son of a bitch. And so if you're doing stuff like this, you might want to hook a Murphy switch up to your tractor. But I can look back here and tell that things is fixing to go wrong. Guys, this is where I need a vent valve right here. But and they also make more expensive hose. This hose is high dollar, but they make a black elephant trunk hose that's either $50 or $100 a foot. It was $50 a foot 20 years ago. Put that on here. I actually had a piece and I wore it out, so now I'm using this not so cheap shit. Look at that. See there? Drake's little skinny ass couldn't do that. See that? Watch. See here? Breaking that suction. Big Papa. We're going to fix that. That's fixing to be a problem. That's fixing to be a bad problem. You take and shoot 5,500 gallons a minute at them underneath them tires on this riverbank, and when you show up, it's going to be a shit show. Been there, done that. Putting them shields to work now, boys. Oh. I'm getting too young for this shit. Okay. All right. Back to work. Guy. I can tell we're getting down to the short roads, guys. I don't have any glasses with both arms on them, but so anyway, nothing runs like a deer. I even use John Deere penetrating oil. I'm going to see if I can loosen this up and get that son of a buck back on there. There's nothing easy about these. Can't even get my wrench on there 100%. Ow! There in the park. It'd be 8 o'clock in the morning. He'd be looking around and then like trying to get the earth to hold still, and he'd take about a step forward, and then son of a bitch, he'd go to lean and he'd take about 3 back. I can't do it, or I'd be in the river. He would have been in the river. And so he had a hell of a time getting, you know that song, 1 step forward and 2 step back? That was like Don Kennedy trying to get across the St. Paul City Park when the sun come up on a Sunday morning. So alcoholism, serious business now. Serious business. Serious business. Where's them boys? I thought I was retired. Can't see shit now. Hey, that's working. Where them boys? Where's them boys? I had one smart ass say something about them boys. Well, I tell you what, them boys get pissed off, and the old man get pissed off, and we might show up at the doorstep and line shit out if you're no good son of a bitch. Can't stand a crook. That's why I had to quit drinking. Because at midnight, Marshall Dillon showed up with 357, Cal Roy. And if you were a no good son of a bitch, I fixing to take care of the problem. Well, I come to find there's a lot of no good son of bitches out there. And if you go looking for trouble, you'll find it. So, I'm still alive, luckily. But it got really bronky. Roy, why do you talk about your alcoholism so much? Because, son, it's so damn serious that I need to remember. I need to remember. God damn it. Wait. I think that's some bitch going up on there. I ain't sure. Charlie! Turn on the music! Let's go! Go! I love that fucking guy. He looks like he's Russian mafia or something in New York City. And he's a fired up son of a bitch. I don't know who it is. He's on the gram. He looks like me after a pot of coffee and a big bunch of mallards out in front of him. I tell you, it's weird. I always say that we'll send the boys down, running down there, and then me and my old buddy will walk down the hill. But I notice when I walk down the hill and I see a bunch of mallards, my eyes get all big. And then here comes that cartoon character. Oh, you know, what's his name that I remind myself of a little bit? I'm kind of out of wind. What the hell is it, Sam? Or he's got the beard and he's all fired up. Hey, hey, working man like me. I ain't never been on welfare. That's one place I won't be. I'll be working. Load my two hands off it to you. Drink a little beer on the weekends, sing a little bit of these working man blues. Ah, come on, Charlie, let's keep working. Closest thing to Coors Light I ever found. I don't know, doctors say I need to slow down on the caffeine. Stress level a little high. Every now and then I get a little dizzy, but I think it's because I was naturally blonde-headed. Okay, we're back in the game. Put me back in! I see some of these jokers down there, they think, well, that crazy motherfucker, he's on drugs, he's on coke or whatever. Hello, meet Mr. Roy. No, they tried Ritalin. They tried a lot of shit when I was young to shut me down. They were trying to regulate me. Regulators! You know, they was trying to regulate me. They said, ma'am, your son, he's got a problem. What's his problem? Oh, shit, he's a young boy. He likes to run hard and play and scream and go outside, and we just can't get him to sit still in the classroom. Why would you try to make a young boy at that age sit still in the classroom? That's like up in St. Paul, Kansas. We didn't have high school baseball. So I rode around town, drank a six-pack, looking for the track field because we had a track team, but we didn't have a track. I go to the school, St. Paul Chetopa School Board meeting. I already kind of talked to some people, had my votes where I needed them. And I said, you know, it's funny, you play baseball all your life here in St. Paul, and right when you hit puberty, and you start thinking about maybe experimenting in drugs and alcohol, there's no baseball. In the springtime, spring fever. Right when a boy really needs baseball, there's no baseball in St. Paul. Oh, well, we don't have a field. Well, that's funny. We play on this field up here, Miles Field, been there for over 100 years probably. And that's when I told the school council that I drove around and drank 6 beers looking for the damn track. And I never could find it. And we have a track team. Well, guess what? We got baseball, and then a couple years later, they built a track. So, sushi my house! So I kind of try to cue on what, you know, what city fucks wouldn't know or would appreciate. So, that's a boomer. And that way, if something happens, I can get slack in my chain to get it unhooked so I can pull it out. But if I refer to something as, you know, or if you hear me say city fucks, don't let that intimidate you. I'm a country fuck, okay? I go to the city, I'm lost. Just like when you guys come out here, you're lost. I'm not going to sugarcoat this deal. No gray area, okay? No bullshit around me, because gray area is just bad wanting to fuck up the good, wanting to mess up the good. Good don't want nothing to do with bad. Okay, really what we're gonna do, hook this sumbitch up, okay? This keeps tractor from going in river. Whenever I get people out here that don't understand a lot of things, or if I get somebody in the city or out in the world that I don't think's got shit really ticking all together, I'll stress to them that gravity is a son of a bitch.
So what are you doing here?
Well, the work's over, Blister. I'll tell you what we had to do. Drake, I'm gonna tell you what right now. My back U-joint was hot and it was showing me some telltale marks. And so what I did was I took it off, loosened it, drove it on there, tighten her up, and I'm gonna strap her. And I knew that you would probably question my judgment, so I've got it all documented. And then I figured that about the time I was done that you guys would come out of the bushes.
Oh, we've been working our ass off.
Bullshit.
We had a fly problem.
What?
I'm talking
Zip
millions of dead flies.
Only fly problem you guys got is in your pants. Keep that somebody zipped up now. So anyhow, gravity's the son of a bitch. I got her there. Get out here. Out of here. Your dad doesn't know who he's talking to. I'm from New York.
I chewed his ass.
Yeah, that was the damnedest thing. So I shows up, and he's on the phone talking. See there? So I shows up and he's on the phone talking. I ain't gonna give him no names. And I'm calling him, and he's not answering my phone call. So who in the fuck is more important than me at that present time in the field of battle? No one. When I call, you drop everything, you pick up the phone because it's duck season. Okay? My wife says, Roy, you're not a very good listener. General Patton wasn't either. Don't question me. These tubes run down there and they hook on there with a little ferrule fitting. And that second one down there, I was greasing it and the tube popped out. So my old buddy Kevin, who sobered up a few years after me, he's the mute mechanic that won't say 2 words, but you get him drunk and that fucker laughs, never shuts up. And we called him the Grouch. When he got drunk, he's a happy motherfucker. I see why he turned into a fucking alcoholic. I told him that too. I said, you're so fucking grouchy, and then you get so jovial when you're drinking, no wonder you're such a fucking mess. So now, and then he sobered up, and then he fell off the wagon, and then he sobered up again, and I said, well, we still got something to work with. You're still alive. And he said, you know, Roy, I can't figure out any way to make drinking work. And he says, God damn, I've tried every way possible. I said, yeah. Huh. We all just a bunch of dumb son bitches in here. Yeah, that little white building that I found God in on like, what, 30th Street, 31st and Appleton or something there in Parsons, Kansas. I had surgeons sitting by me, okay? Hell, I'll just say who it is. Doc Miller. He was my dad's doctor. Doc Miller was drunk every day. He drank gin. I mean, it's called Miller time, baby. I mean, his son was in there too. They would have Miller time parties. So some of the smartest people I ever met was in those 4 walls. And sometimes these people with these high IQs and stuff, it makes them struggle in life a little bit. I guess, well, figure this out. If you're a dumb fucking cow and you're just walking along and shit's a shit show around you, you don't care. But if you're a smart cow and you're walking along and it's a shit show, it bothers you, okay? So there you go. All right, back to life. We've solved that problem. This goes out to my old buddy Frank Murphy. This is called a Murphy strap. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And what we're going to do here is we're going to see to it. Hook me in right up there. Right there tall. And then somehow we've got to come across and go like this without putting any sharp edges up against it.
Let me get on this. Oh, yeah, that's
I
probably.
would like to go one more time completely around this, son. Just to give us, I call that the Chinese handcuff. You get a little old Chinese gal locked on you like that, and you might have to drag her around for the rest of your fucking life. You never know how that works. I've seen dogs do it. So Janice, it's just fucking Hollywood. Janice, lay off. Quit hitting me. Fucking divorce paper. Hey, I told you. I have seen these mallard ducks cause a lot of divorces. You want to kill a duck?
I ain't got position.
Or you want to... That's a tough choice sometimes, but seems like we always kill a duck. So, you can't say that on TV. I didn't say it. I didn't say shit.
Them guys across the river probably don't know what to think.
I know what to fucking think. Get my 357. Fucking sit over there and knees drop on me. What?
Can you go any tighter?
Well, yeah, we gotta fish it. I thought you was working. We'll have to do the shimmy shammy. You know what the shimmy shammy is?
No idea.
I can't believe these kids nowadays, they ain't never heard of the shimmy shammy. That must be like an 80s deal. But anyway, you're gonna have to, like, when it wants to hoochie, you gotta Gucci, and when it wants to go, you gotta whoa. It's called a shimmy shammy. That's gonna have to catch up with this, is it not?
Mm-hmm. This is better now.
Let him out!
I scored that in 87.
Uh-huh.
I said I scored that in 87.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, didn't I look good walking there? Fucking nuts dragging the ground. Oh, Cal Roy.
Yesterday we were walking through here to see the levels, and there's some brush piles and some humps are out here, and all of a sudden I hear this crash noise, and I look up and there's a buck, probably 135s, 140s. He was 20 feet away from me, hiding in this brush pile. He gets up and takes off through the water. Old swamp donkey.
Hey! Give him a hope! State property! This is private property! Lock him up! Crew truck, hit the road, Jack! Look at that fucker's teeth smiling all the way across there. Huh? Huh, shin deep. Shin deep, baby. There you go. Now you start to get jiggy with it. All right. Boy, back in the day when I was blowing that big call, I started getting real funky with that shit. That year I set the camera up to shoot the duck off. A lot of hoot-a-hoot, just crazy shit that they hadn't heard in the woods before. It worked.
Everybody wants to know what call you're blowing.
The big call. Listen, it doesn't matter what call you hand me. It's always going to sound the same. Now this stuff that the kids blow, for the people that can't blow calls, these cut downs and shit, that's just child. You know, you don't have to know how to blow. You don't even need hot air. You got the big call. You put hot air through it, and trust me, I got plenty of fucking hot air. Shin deep, bitch. You should quit your cussing. Oh, quit your cussing. Yeah, quit my cussing when they throw dirt on me. Tell me what the fuck to say. Just piss me off more.
This will be done by the end of the day.
It's done when I say it's done. Charlie, don't surf. Charlie, don't fucking surf. Charlie, don't duck and surf. Charlie, don't surf. You know what that means, boy?
I know what it means.
but you can't handle the truth.
I love the smell of mallard shit in the morning. I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years ago, I used to talk about a gentleman's shoot. If you watch some of that stuff, you know, 25 drakes, no hens, in an hour and 15 minutes. That's kind of our style, and that was what was neat. Like when Doug Henslick came to me, what impressed him the most was the fact of all them kill picks, and they were all drakes. He could only imagine, you know, how many birds were in the air and to be that selective. And so that's kind of, you know, I call it a gentleman's shoot. Don't go down there and go over your waders and float your heels. Just sashay right down here where Roy's got a path, okay? Just listen to Roy. When we go to doing stuff like this, it's a lot more than just putting water out. Okay, I want you to look down yonder. See how the wind's hitting that right where I mowed? It's in the center of the impoundment. It's farther away from the trees. We actually noticed that the water was rippling the most right there on this lake at most wind directions. So that's one of the reasons we set up right there. Plus the sun's going to shine on or blind, so we're not trying to camouflage a shadow. Bring your sunglasses, but don't bring mirrored ones. Honestly, guys, I don't want these hunting with me because a duck can see just as good as a human, if not better, in my opinion. And I'm a paranoid bastard when it comes to mallard hunting, so no mirrored glasses. But bring you some shades, or, you know, that's why they put this hat bill on a hat, and that's why you curve it. That's to keep the sun out of your eyes. That's not to, like, represent what gang you're in, okay? The Cribs and the Bloods. It's not to show that you're a college baseball player or anything like that. That's to keep the sun out of your eyes. What we have here is proper flooded timber. As my old buddy John Sawyer would say, proper. Proper breakfast, proper supper, proper steak, proper flooded timber, proper blue marlin. So, this was basically a patch of hardwoods. Over here's the river. There's a dam on the river, so it's a big river, it's deep. I'm a little further south than I'd like to be, but it's getting better every year. And we borrowed our dirt here, which made a great shooting hole. Got this big inviting hole right there to this huge window. Look at this great big window over here. And when I say window, big open sky where I can see them, they can see me. Got several things going on here. Got a abandoned railroad track. You've got a big substation with power lines. Okay, so now if you get up in an airplane, you're going to see these huge 100-foot right-of-ways going down through timbers for miles. And so to a duck or a bird, it just looks like a navigational line. And then you're going to see the river, and then you're going to see the railroad right-of-way. All these things really catch your eye up in the air. And I believe that will just magnetize, pull them right to this spot. And that's what I noticed. That's what they do. They follow those and traffic them right there. And so I want to be able to see up here, kill them there, and then we back up into the woods as the year goes along, because in the first of the season they'll work in right here. Then they'll get so skittish that you have to go, you'll be out here hunting and they'll start falling in behind you. And that's when you get to go have some real fun and start killing them with tennis rackets. Nothing compares to flooded timber. Literally, that's why I get up early for the show. And what I mean by the show is when you're landing them all around you and you can take your hat off and swat them. It's just so cool. And it's before shooting time. When shooting time comes about, the show's over and people are worried about killing them, and it starts getting real serious instead of just real enjoyable. And so I love the show. It ain't all about killing them.
Too big. I realize it's a pain in the ass, but if it's, you know, I'm gonna make it right with you.
Here, all right, I don't fucking care. You have to take his shit anyway.
How much more you guys got to do?
You got probably around 300, close to, not quite 300 yet. You go back, grab your home line.
Cool. And for all you guys watching, this is Caden Lowellman. This is my second cousin. He's
What's going on?
He's a hell of a good old boy, and he loves to farm and drink beer and shoot ducks.
Oh
don't
yeah.
ya?
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Shoot
yeah.
everything.
Hell yeah. Well, we're gonna see if we can get this combine through this gate, and I'm gonna skinny my little ass up there on the combine and ride with him and show him what to cut. So.
All right. We'll get headed back and get her headed this way.
Cool, man.
Light work.
No problem.
Man, that's a big one.
These old kids don't mess around now. Back when we farmed a little bit, we had an old John Deere combine, but it was nothing like that machine there. That is badass. I'm gonna hop in there with him and just kind of line him out and show him where the outline is, because we flood this impoundment, so I want to keep where we have water, I want to keep that standing obviously for the ducks, and then cut everything else. So he said the AC is not really working right now, and it's 83 degrees out, so I ain't gonna be in there too long. We'll get this header hooked up, get the pick. Easy as that. Now he's just got to hook up his hydraulics. He'll be ready to roll.
Try not to get too dirty, but this is the man right here.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay, you?
Ethan, nice to meet you, sir.
You need to.
So what we'll do is we'll get a Diet Coke over here and we'll do our thing, okay?
Yeah.
Let me see you with the glasses on and with the glasses off.
I love you, man. You're my real.
I love it. Let me fix this over here. I kind of like the glasses off.
Yeah.
Come around here, son. Okay, roll them. Hey, Dale, you want a Diet Coke?
Yeah.
Come here, Dale. Dude, what do you think about the farm, man? Huh?
Yeah, you?
I love it. I love it. You know, we got a little thing like Dale and I are like best friends. Buddy, I'll open it for you here. So Dale and I, we do like a skit, don't we? Come on over here, my man. Let me get that open for you. You got to get some caffeine in it. Get you a good old drink off that and get you going. Just like when we went to the Chiefs game. Remember that time we went to the Chiefs game?
Yeah.
I'll set this over here for you. Look here. All right, here's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Boom, baby! Sushi!
Hey, Jesse!
Sushi what?
Get to my house.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it again, Dale.
Jesse, my house.
I love it. Bring it on now.
Yeah.
Man, that's the real deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to burn it down tonight?
Yeah, right now, guys can do it.
What about that lake pipe?
Like, I get a lot bigger.
Let's get what we're going to put in the lake pipe, though, right?
Yeah.
We went and bought some parts for that.
Yeah.
How long have you been telling me that we need to fix that lake pipe?
The first thing you're gonna do, you get a charger,
Yeah.
because I got a kid's phone. You get charger. You mean you get a phone on charging cord.
Yeah.
Because the trees, the trucks,
Yep.
cars,
Yep.
save it, pay your income tax.
And the income taxes.
Yeah,
Dale loves tractors,
yeah,
and he loves to burn trees.
yeah,
And then he makes sure he gets his income taxes done.
yeah.
And look what we got over here. We got the tractor ready, don't we?
Charger ready.
And so that's what we do. There's a buddy seat in there,
Yeah.
and that's what we're going to do.
Right
We're going to
there.
go mow the timber out here.
Yeah.
And Dale's brother,
Yeah.
Doug, and then he's got an older brother, David, but Dale's brother, Doug, was bit by a tick and got Lyme disease. And so you'll hear Dale talking about coming down to the farm and cleaning up those ticks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What are we going to do to the ticks?
Save it.
We're going to kill the ticks.
You tuck it, cut a tick out.
Right, because Doug got bit by a tick, didn't he?
You buy the ticks.
Yeah. Oh, and it's the birthday party.
You
I forgot that's why we're here this weekend.
You
It's
make it.
work weekend at Huckleberry,
My
and it's a birthday party. It's,
birthday.
yeah, Dale's old man with cane.
Okay.
Old fart.
Not far.
Yeah, because Dale's going to be 57, right?
Yeah.
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 So let me look at your shirt here. What's this say? Look at this. Check this out. Earth Day every day.
Yeah, been a day.
Boom, baby!
Baby.
Sushi!
Just in my house.
That's right. I love it. Man, I tell you what, we have a ball, don't we? Hey,
Yeah.
do you like to come to the farm?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like Roy?
Yeah. Yeah, good man.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, mama come I got trees.
there's,
Yeah, man, get real, man.
I love it. There's not a bad bone in this young man's heart or body. I know I don't know, I said that wrong, but yeah, I think you know what I mean.
You're my life. My man, my house.
Let's go to work.
Yeah,
Okay,
look.
I filled it up with diesel. Here's your soda.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my soda.
yeah, yeah.
And we're gonna go open up some timber holes, baby. So
Get
follow
down.
along and check this out.
Yeah, check it out.
Hey, go to the tractor, D.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get tools for them boys.
yeah, man, I love it.
Okay, let's see here. We'll get you some glasses. Huh? It's clean for you. Like that might not have been so clean. Let's see how you look. Oh wow.
Fresh.
Wow.
Hey,
good.
And
baby,
they're
check.
still, look, they're still glasses. It's work weekend, baby.
Yeah, look at baby.
Work weekend
Look
at the
baby.
farm,
Oh,
man. I love it.
it.
Well, let's have a drink. Where in the hell did I put that? What? Oh, there we go.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers, baby. Don't get all messed up on me, okay?
Yeah.
One time old Dale got so drunk he about drowned it in his mashed
Yeah,
potatoes.
check my house.
Yeah. Shushy.
Check my house.
Boom, baby.
Good, baby.
Burn it down.
Get down, my huggy.
Down and dirty.
Down good.
I love it. I love it. Live CBI. Okay, when I was growing up, this 500 acres of timber, we ran 150 head of mama cows in here, and it was a shit show. But right here was what I thought was the most beautiful place to build a cabin. So when I sold this first development of mine to Mr. Doug Hensley, Dale's brother, which has became a great friend of mine, he said, "Roy, buddy, where would you put it?" And I said, "Man, I just love this spot." And so this is Huckleberry Camp. Now here's the deal. I sold this spot, and so for all you guys that follow along, this is kind of like White Oaks, in a sense. Got a hell of a relationship, a friendship, just way more than a friendship, just family. Doug played a crucial role. You've heard the story about them already having my sobriety shit all set up. Doug was the one that called that meeting in Kansas City, so Doug kind of saved my life. But anyway, so we're going to go jump on here, and teamwork makes the dream work, man. You don't go over and just hunt a man's hole and not put forth effort.
Yeah, sure.
You got to work, don't you?
Yeah, work for it.
You got to work for it.
Yeah,
I'm going to set this down. I want to get these boys this level set out because they're going to install this pipe, and a lot of times you'll forget to take the old whiskey stick, the 4-foot bubble, and I know it's a truckload of tools is what it is, but anyway, this will help those guys when you put these structures in. Make sure she's true left and right, plumb and level. And then this is hardware. That's for the boys, right there. And we're gonna go get to work now.
Yeah, work there.
We got work to do now.
Yeah, I love it.
Huh?
I love it.
It says duck hunter parking only.
Violators
Violators will be shot.
shot.
We probably won't shoot you, but when we get done with you, you'll wish the hell we would have shot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, big
You're
brother.
right, big brother.